good morning to you. It is Monday the 4th of March 2024. A warm welcome to you. My name's Jenny McCormack. I am an independent stampinup demonstrator and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire, and that's here in the UK. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny morning at last. We have blue skies. I don't think we have any rain forecast today. We had a lovely day yesterday as well. So we're hoping that's the end of the somewhat endless rain we seem to have had over the last, 4 weeks, if not more. So good morning to you and welcome. If you're watching live, do say hi. It's always lovely to know who's watching along with us. And if you have any questions or queries as we go along, don't hesitate to pop those in the comment section. And if you're watching on replay, then you can add any comments or questions either here on the Facebook Live replay, excuse me, if you watch it there, or on our YouTube channel, wherever you prefer. So I am showcasing a brand new set of products. They did pop up briefly. I'm not sure if it was last week or the week before. I think it was the week before, my goodness. And it's called Latte Love. And it is one of our online exclusive collections. Good morning, Caroline. I trust you had a good holiday and that you're nicely suntanned and relaxed. This will be our stamp set of the week for this week, and it's also our coffee and card design, and most appropriate it is for that. Obviously, the style very much suits coffee, but you could certainly use some of the elements for tea and also for hot chocolate and other drinks like that. It comprises of a complete suite. So we have a stamp set, we have coordinating dies, we have papers, we have some pretty polka dot ribbon, and we have some little embellishments with little swirls, like swirls of coffee. So today I'll be introducing and using just the stamp set really and the papers, and then later on in the week we'll be looking at the dies. So this is the stamp set. As you can see, we've got a cup or a mug on its side and then a top view. We've got some rings here, rings of coffee. We've got a spoon. We've got the coffee designs for the top. This element here fits in the top of the cup. We've got some coffee beans. We've got some splats of coffee and a single coffee bean. And then we've got 4 sentiments. You're the best part of my day. This one's on me. Hello there, let's catch up. And thanks so much. Caroline says she's lovely but a bit red from her holiday. She went to go and find some sun. And hi Kerry, good evening to you, and good morning to you Carol, and good morning to you Teresa from a sunny Lancashire. Excellent. Long may it continue. So this set, as I said, is an online exclusive, which means you won't find it in a catalogue, but you will be able to find it online. Demonstrators have been able to order it for a month. That's one of the perks of being, one of the many perks of being a demonstrator. And it goes online, available to customers from tomorrow, the 5th of March. You will find it online. You can just go to my website and my shop and type in latte. That will probably find it, or hit the menu button and then look for the online exclusives. In addition to the stamp set, I'll show you the papers, but let me just show you these dies. So really extensive set of dies that go with this. Let me see how many there are. There are 20 20 dies in total. So as well as cutting out the elements on our card, so we've got, that's the outline for this cup here, this is the outline for the mug, and then the various bits, the coffee beans, etc. We also have a cafetiere. So these are really detailed, so I will be using these later. So you've got this piece which could be obviously coloured, and then you've got the glass element here which you could cut out with window sheet, and then you've got the coffee or liquid that goes on the inside. You've also got a like a filter coffee and a holder here, a couple of cups that are different obviously to these ones. So extensive set, there's a little top there for the coffee pot. So I will be using these later in the week. And the bundle of the stamps and the dies are £44. Just tuck that one away so I don't lose it. And let me show you quickly the papers. So obviously they're all on the same sort of theme. So we've got coffee beans, we've got the lines of coffee designs, we've got some splats, more coffee beans in different colours, we've got some mugs that you can fussy cut out from there if you wish. And then if I turn these over, we've got some lovely swirls in different colours. We've got stripes, we've got a plaid, and these little coffee cups. So a nice selection of colours, and different to the coffee set that we had probably 2 years ago. It might even be 3, and they were very much blues and browns. And here we've got more of the warmer colours. So we've got Calypso Coral, for example, we've got Petal Pink, we've got Lemon Lolly in there as well. So I'm going to be using one of these papers for our backing. I haven't actually decided which one yet. So I'm going to do my stamping first and then put the card together with the backing. This is the lovely ribbon. So this is like a jute ribbon, and on one side it's printed with white polka dots. Hopefully you can see that okay. Quite a thick ribbon to tie a bow. So I don't think for a card you would really want a bow because it's quite thick ribbon, but it would be perfect just for a little piece like that. You could staple it on, you could fold it in that way and staple it or attach it, but I don't think you'd want to be tying a thick bow with it. You could use some baker's twine. I've got a little bit of gold twine here that I'll just show you. So you could, if you want to have something a little bit more interesting rather than just a piece of ribbon, you could use a piece of baker's twine or linen thread like so, just to give it a little bit more interest. Let me see if you can see that, like so, to make it almost look like a bow. But you wouldn't really want 2 layers. If you're doing a little gift tag or something, you could obviously fold these over and staple those. I think that would work really well. Okay, so that is the ribbon, the polka dot ribbon, and then we have these lovely swirls. You can't see the detail because they're so tiny. They're about, what are they, about 8mm across, something like that. And they've got little swirls within them, and you've got the 3 colours. You've got like a vanilla, you've got petal pink, and then you've got pecan pie. Okay, so let's get stamping. Now I did actually use these when I was making the cake card. That's what I combined it with the other day, so that would have been 2 weeks ago. I don't think I have it to hand to show you, but I will dig it out. And there's also a video that Stampin' Up have done about how this set was created, and I'll share that with you on my Jemini Crafts page later on in the day. So I've got a base card and an envelope, and I'm just going to be stamping onto a panel here, and then lay that onto some designer series paper when I've decided which one I'm going to use. Morning, Catherine. That is okay. You've only missed the introduction to the set, that is all. You haven't missed any of the crafting. So here were the bits that I was obviously working with previously. So I stamped the cup, stamped the detail on the inside, and I've used the die cut for that. Right, now I've got some blocks ready and I'm just wondering what I've done with them. Luckily I've got a few here I can use. Oh, there they are. So my bags are packed for coffee and card this afternoon. If anybody wonders why I never have everything ready on a Monday, it's because I don't want to unpack everything from my bag. So I'm thinking what I might do is use Pretty Peacock. I haven't used Pretty Peacock for ages. Great colours for coffee, obviously. Crumb cake, early espresso, pecan pie, any of the neutrals really you could use, or whatever neutral colours you still have. Right, so I'm going to use the top view, and I think I'm going to stamp a couple like that with some splats and a sentiment. So maybe I'll do the sentiment first. I quite like this one that says, "Hello there, let's catch up." And for those of you that know me well, A, you know that I love my coffee, and B, that I love having coffee and friends. And I take my new recruit, my young Chino dog, to the coffee shop. Not quite every day, but most days. Now I'm just wondering if I'm going to be able to fit that in. That's what I was thinking. I suppose it won't matter if it goes off. Let me see. So that will definitely fit on there. Just about on there. We'll have a look and see. Right, grab a piece of paper. Like so. And I'm going to stamp these in Pretty Peacock. So these are our outline coffee cups, as if you're looking down from the top. So I don't think it actually matters if this goes off. If I think it does, I will turn over and use the other side. Go. Gotta love that Pretty Peacock. And then I'm going to use the two different patterns, one for each design, and I think I'm going to use crumb cake. Good morning, Nicole. I hope that you are well and that you have nice weather in Holland too. Okay, so let's have this one in here. Okay, now there are dies that cut all of those layers out. Let's have the other one. So one is like a leaf and one is like a heart. So let's pop this one on. Now I suspect the measurement of this white card is probably 3 by 4.5, because it looks like a layer I would have used for a note card. Just looking to see if my inch ruler is to hand. Yes, it is. That was actually 4 3/4. by 3 1/4. Okay, so that would have been a layer that fitted a note card. Coffee infill stamp of vanilla. Oh yes, absolutely, that's a good idea. Yes, and I did wonder whether to use vanilla for the design. You could also obviously colour these cups in. Now, do I have Pretty Peacock to hand? Funnily enough, I do. So I could colour that here. I wonder if I've got something slightly lighter. Actually, Lost Lagoon might work. So you don't have to colour the edges in. What I am going to do is add some little splats though. So we've got coffee rings and little splats of drips, whatever you want it to be. So I'm going to stamp these off like so. And let's put another one in there. Just going to put it over there actually, like that. Okay, right, let's just do a little bit of colouring in. So I've just got light Lost Lagoon. Just going to colour the edges. So as if you're looking at the coffee cup from the top. And then if I had to hand light crumb cake, I could add that between this and that bottom layer. Now my pens are already packed for this afternoon, so there we go, there's that one. Just going to do these, these two the same, but you could easily obviously have different colour coffee cups. There's my handle. Yes, you've got blue skies and and sun here this morning, Nicole. So hopefully you will get some more sun later. Okay, so this is the dark Lost Lagoon, just going underneath there. And I might just use the ring as well, just underneath the edge. These people are very messy, aren't they? Okay, I'm going to stamp that off, and what I could do is just quickly I can't think of the word, mask, that's it. Just quickly mask that so that I can put a coffee ring, if you like, underneath. So I'm just going to grab a post-it note here, stamp my coffee cup. Now I'm going to cut two at the same time because no doubt somebody will want them for tomorrow. So tomorrow will be our first coffee and card with this design. So only really need that bottom end, and you want to cut it just along the line or very slightly inside. That's it. So maybe I'll just put it on this side, so I don't need to cut the whole thing out. Just going to position that onto there, like that, and then put my coffee ring back onto here. I'm going to stamp it off as well. Like so. Maybe I'll put one on here as well. I'm stamping it off. I don't want it to detract from the whole thing, but I want the effect of somebody just out to have a nice cup of coffee. The only thing that's missing from here is some cookies or something, isn't it? Some Lotus biscuits or something similar. Okay, so I've got hello there, let's catch up. I think we can pop some of these lovely little dots on there when we've finished, and let's layer this up. So nice and simple, but I think there's so many things we'll be able to do with this set. I'll clear these all up after we've finished, but I will move them out of the way. Let me see if I've got light crumb cake to hand. No, I've got grey granite, but I have got light petal pink, and I've also got the neutrals. So let me just see. Yeah, I think I'll get away with that. Let's just do it on this edge here. Yes, so this is light petal pink, so I want the effect of obviously the coffee behind that lovely latte design. Chino. You could also do the whole thing on a petal pink layer, or for example vanilla, as Catherine said. So the set only comes out for sale tomorrow, Nicole. I need to check whether it's available in Dutch or whether it's just English, French and German. So you haven't missed it from that point of view. There we go. There we are, that's better. So thank you for that idea, Catherine, of adding some more detail into that. So I've used Pretty Peacock as my pleasure. It's need to wipe up the spills. They do really, don't they? It's Pretty Peacock that I use for the coffee cup, and then I filled this in with Lost Lagoon, so there was a bit of a contrast. I've used crumb cake for the stamping of the latte design, and then I've got some of these beautiful little embellishments. I don't think it needs the ribbon. I don't think that's going to help. I don't think it needs it. Full stop. Okay, so let's see what I've got that I could put behind. So there's this lovely swirl here that would work particularly well. Bear in mind we're not going to see a great deal of it. That's another option, which is rather nice, with the this design multiplied. And ooh, now that was a stroke of luck, wasn't it? Back of my mind, I must have thought of that. And then we've got the coffee splats. Oh, any of those. I've also got the coffee beans, but for me that's too white. That wouldn't work, I don't think. And I've got the plaid, the light white with the coffee beans, and also this Calypso coral. This one would also work. Oh dear. I'm favouring, I think, the blue. What do we think? Catherine thinks it needs a darker backing, and I would agree. You definitely want it, always go darker where possible, because it makes that pop. But the blue does look rather nice, or the swirls. I'm not going to introduce another colour. my postman. So I'm going to put it to the vote, really, because any of these work, don't they? Blue stripes. Oh, we've got 2 for the blue and the stripes. So I think if it was slightly smaller, I could actually do both, or I could obviously use a Lost Lagoon plain backing. But we want to show off the papers, so I think you're right with the blue. And I tend to prefer stripes going that way because it does look a bit like a tablecloth, doesn't it? Stripes unanimous, so the only question now is vertical or horizontal, and I'm thinking vertical because you see more of the stripe that way. That's just me, isn't it? So we'll be using these papers at Coffee and Card. And obviously, as it's our stamp set of the week, if you order the stamp set, you get all the components for the designs that I create during the week. So I'm going to cut this at 10 centimetres by 14.35, like so. And the other thing I could do to make this stand out, if I wished, was I could put a very small layer of card behind this, and I could also use a blending brush with crumb cake or Lost Lagoon around the edges. But I think I'm going to leave it like that, but use some of my little dots. Obviously you could also use a fancy layer, so you could die cut with either the deckled rectangles, deckled, what else would work with that, the stitched rectangles, any of those would work. And then what I'm going to do is stamp on the inside as well. So let me just bring this back, and also on the envelope. So that's the outline of the cup. So I'm going to do that in Pretty Peacock. I know, Kerry, you're very good at your layers. I don't tend to have too many layers for Coffee and Card. Otherwise people spend all their time trying to work out how many layers they want. Let's just do that and that. Let's stamp, there's the crumb cake, those 2 little latte art designs. I've never mastered those, however much I've tried. Never quite mastered those. So let's put one in here, like so. Let's grab another block for that one. Like so. And then let's just put that little splat in crumb cake, but I'm going to stamp this one off like so. There we go. So there's our inside to our card. And we can do the same on the envelope. Just while I'm there, let's just put one, that's my blue there, just going to put one coffee cup on the edge, like that. and there we go. We've got the leaf design. Voila. Okay, let's put those ink pads away before we do any damage. So that's our there's that. Here's our layer, and yeah, do you know what? I'm going to be more Kerry. I'm going to add a tiny layer around here. Literally, that's small. In honour of Kerry, because she loves layers. Right, so this is, I'm just going to do this in millimetres, 12.1. So I've just got 2 millimetres. Oh, I just dropped my blade. And then just measure this one. 8.2. That's okay. We'll be more Kerry today with our extra layers. So just a small amount. Sometimes I will put the card onto the layer and then trim it. I can see I've got a millimetre out here, and sometimes I will just measure and cut it. So I had a feeling I miscounted that. So yeah, I do love our trimmers because you can literally cut a millimetre off nice and cleanly. Did I do? Yes, I did it on the right side. Okay, so we've just got to put this together now. Buried my adhesive, of course. So that onto our pretty peacock layer. Love this colour. Okay, let's pop this onto our card. I do like the stripes, I have to say, but I think any of those colours would have definitely worked. Hello squirrel. I think I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. Yes, hello squirrel. She says she is, but she can't because they're all packed. So I will just put it on flat for now. There we go, make sure we've got it obviously the right way round and I haven't put the paper on the back or anything like that. There we are. That's our finished card. I was going to say clean and simple, but it's not very clean because they've got coffee rings and stains everywhere. There's the inside, there's the envelope, and let's just add a few embellishments. So the colour options we have, we've got the pecan pie, we've got the petal pink, and then we've got the vanilla. So I think either the vanilla or the pecan pie. Maybe I'll do one, 2, 3. All of these embellishments are the same size. Sometimes we have them in 2 different sizes or 3 different sizes. Teresa, I think you're right. I think this set will be popular unless you've already got the coffee set. So we did, as I say, have a coffee set. Was it Coffee with Friends? No, I can't remember what it was called. Latte, no, that's this one. Cafe latte, who knows? Anyway, if you've got that one. But I do like the fact that we've got these. I'm just going to colour that one in. So if I remember then, light petal pink I need to take with me for coffee and card. But I think also the neutrals would work, like the ivory. Obviously you could colour all of that in with espresso for an espresso. If you've got, or an Americano. And I've got to do that now, haven't I? I've started. So I've got light Lost Lagoon just around these edges. So yeah, I think this will be popular. As I say, this releases tomorrow. You can buy it as a stamp set. You can buy it as a bundle. I know the bundle is £44, but I apologise because the price of the stamp set has gone completely out of my head. It's got to be around the £20 mark, hasn't it? I think the I want to say that the dies are 31, but maybe that's not right. Who knows? Anyway, there we go. Our finished card. I'm happy with that for a Monday morning. Oh yes, that's right. Yes, that is Catherine. The Coffee with Friends is the 2 women sitting with the coffee cups and the croissant on the bench and everything. So there we go. I hope you like it. Do join us on Thursday, where I'll be using some of these fabulous dies to obviously these cut out some elements from the papers, but as I say, we've got the filter coffee here, and then we've got the cafetiere and the coffee that goes inside, and those cute little cups, so I'll have to be using those, won't I? So thank you so much, and I think this would be great for a gift card holder for your local coffee shop. Okay, thank you so much everybody. Hope you can see that. It always looks so far away when I look at it on my screen. Mind you, my screen is quite a long way away. So there we are, there's our finished one. Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon were the colours that I used for the stamping and the colouring in. And I'm very glad I put my sentiment on first, because I wouldn't have enough room if I'd brought those in a little bit more. So thank you so much everybody. I look forward to, funny enough, coffee and card this afternoon, and where we'll be doing the set that we used last week, the blueberry bunches, and then we start off with new coffee and card tomorrow, which will be this one with the Latte Love stamp set, which is here. And I did print this off because sometimes that reflects, so that's maybe a better image for you to see. So thank you so much. I will upload the link to the Stampin' Up video on how this was made, and also I will confirm the prices of the stamp set and a link to those. Perhaps I'll do that tomorrow. And as well as this, there's a whole load of other fabulous online exclusives that start tomorrow, including these lovely zinnias with a whole series of papers that go with them, and also there are some new sequins and little flower shapes. We've got new embossing folders, we've got a new wreath set, and much more. So always check those items out. You can just go to my online shop, from my GeminiCrafts.co.uk page, and then if you look on the left hand side under the menu, you can find all the online exclusives in one place. Thank you so much everyone, do take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Bye for now.